The town of Griswold was small, quaint, and nestled between rolling hills and a dense forest. Its residents led peaceful lives, with community gatherings and annual fairs marking the highlight of their calendar years. But amidst this picturesque setting stood an old, decaying mansion on the hill, known simply as the haunted house. For as long as anyone could remember, stories of ghosts, eerie sounds, and mysterious lights had plagued the mansion. Children dared each other to approach it, but none ever dared to enter. The house had been vacant for decades, its last occupant disappearing under strange and unexplained circumstances. It was said that the spirits of past residents roamed its hallways, looking for peace they could never find. Sarah, a young journalist, had just moved to Griswold from the city, and the mysterious mansion intrigued her. Unlike the locals, she wasn't deterred by the chilling tales. She saw an opportunity for a gripping story that could catapult her career. Equipped with a camera, a flashlight, and her notepad, she decided to spend a night in the mansion to uncover the truth behind the legends. The townsfolk watched in disbelief as she made her way up the hill, crossing the threshold of the haunted house just as dusk settled in. The air inside was thick with dust, and a musty smell permeated the walls. As she roamed the rooms, she could feel the weight of the house's history pressing down on her. The floors creaked under her feet, and occasionally, she thought she heard soft whispers, but chalked it up to her imagination. Hours passed, and Sarah had documented various eerie occurrences: flickering lights, sudden drops in temperature, and objects seemingly moving on their own. Around midnight, she reached the attic, a place the locals mentioned was particularly haunted. Sarah felt an icy chill as she ascended the narrow staircase. The attic was cluttered with old furniture covered in white sheets, and the air was colder than anywhere else in the house. Suddenly, she heard a soft sobbing. Heart pounding, she followed the sound to find a translucent figure of a woman, dressed in old-fashioned clothes. The ghostly figure looked at her with sorrowful eyes and whispered, "Help me." Sarah, though terrified, mustered the courage to speak. "How can I help you?" The ghost revealed that she was Marjorie, the last resident of the mansion, and that she had been wrongfully accused of witchcraft and killed by the townsfolk. Her spirit couldn't rest until her name was cleared. Determined to help, Sarah promised to uncover the truth. Sarah spent weeks poring over old town records and discovered evidence that exonerated Marjorie. She published a detailed article revealing the true story, which caused quite a stir in Griswold. The townsfolk, stricken with guilt, held a memorial for Marjorie. From that day on, the eerie occurrences at the mansion ceased, and the once haunted house became a historic landmark, drawing visitors who wanted to learn about Marjorie's story. Sarah's courageous act not only launched her career but also brought peace to a restless spirit, proving that sometimes, facing our fears can lead to uncovering the truth and healing old wounds.